Welcome back to the Cali G Kitchen. We're on day 10, meal 2. We're kind of on the dessert for meal 2 because it takes longer to cook, longer to prep. This has got to go, once we've done this, it's got to go into the fridge for a couple of hours just to set. So what we're doing here, we've just got a pan with some water gone in, and we're going to cover this with a bowl. We're basically making a bain-marie, I think that's how you pronounce it, or a bain-marie. And this is where we're going to melt our coconut milk and our chocolate together. So we're taking 1 tin of coconut milk, but it's basically coconut cream, because what happens in the winter is this kind of settles, so the coconut cream will go on top and then the water will just be underneath. So what we're going to do, take the lid off that. I advise you to get coconut milk that's got a high extract. This is 62%. A lot of them nowadays are around like 50% and stuff, so Aldi is probably your best bet for this. And I'm in no way, shape or form affiliated with Aldi. I just like their products. What we're going to do here is just make a hole in the middle, and we're going to pour that coconut water. Actually, I'm going to make 2 holes, so give it room to kind of breathe. Just pour that excess water out. So what we're trying to do is just keep all of the thick stuff. And let's just turn that down now. That's high hot. We just need that to simmer away, just so it heats up this metal bowl, sorry. So I'll just have a little recap of the menu. Recap of the menu, of the recipe. So we're on day 10, view file. So meal 2 is sliced beef, stir-fried in a Thai style mango curry with coconut rice. We've got chocolate ganache with coconut, oat and a cashew base. Cannot wait for this, actually, really can't. Right, I'll waste any of that. So now we've drained off the coconut water. Hold on, we'll just make sure we've got all of that out of there. And you don't want to waste this. This is going to be used for our rice. And we're going to pinch just a little touch of the coconut cream there for the rice. We'll just set that aside. And then we're going to take all of this lovely, thick, creamy coconut into our bain-marie or bain-marie. Feel free to correct me if you know what the correct term is. $100 grams of this chocolate as well. break that up. And make sure you don't do your wally and get foil in like me. It's better to take this out first of all. You can put it onto a bench and maybe chop it if you like. But I'm just going to slap it all into the bowl. Going to give this a little bit of a mix, give it a bit of a helping hand. Just going to let all this melt together. We're also going to add some honey. Teaspoon or a tablespoon. There's quite a bit of chocolate in there, so I'm going to say like a tablespoon. Chocolate's quite bitter. It's 85% chocolate, so it is quite bitter. So we're just going to add a tablespoon of that honey, just to add a little bit of sweetness to it. While that's melting away, we're going to get on with our base. So using a food processor, a NutriBullet, or a blender, or a Smart Price NutriBullet. I'm going to blitz up our ingredients, our cashews, desiccated coconut and oats. Scales out. Grams. $50 grams desiccated coconut. $25 grams of oats. Tablespoon of coconut oil. We just blitz this together. Oh, look at that. Looks unreal, that. This is going to taste amazing. So if you have a proper dessert dish, you're using for like, I don't know, for tarts or a cheesecake, then you can use that. Oh, what am I doing? I was going to use this bowl, but I've actually got one here. But I'm thinking that it might not be big enough. Sorry, it might be too big for what we're trying to do here, so I'm going to use that. What I've just been doing there, I put a little bit of coconut oil in the bottom just to grease it, using my fingers. And then I'm just going to empty this. I'm going to take this off the heat now because there's enough heat there just to melt that away. Melt that all together. A little bit more of a helping hand. You know, don't know what went on there. Hold on. Move that to the back hob actually so you can see what's going on in this dish here. Got our coconut, cashew and oat base here. And using the back of a spoon, I'm going to do I think I should have heated up the coconut oil on this one. If all else fails, just use the hands. Basically just trying to create a layer for the bottom. Awesome. Try and get that as level as possible. we're going to do, just set that, put that in the fridge or even the freezer for like 10 minutes or so, just to help it set. And then we'll make sure all this is melted together. We'll let this cool a little touch, and then we'll pour that over the top. And then we'll be putting that into the fridge for a couple of hours until the chocolate mixture has set on top. See there, it's all kind of melted together. At this point you can actually taste it. If you would like to add more honey into it, do so, but I really do like dark chocolate, so I'm not gonna bother adding any more honey in there to sweeten it. It's sweet enough for me. Lovely. So like I say, we'll set this for around 10 to 15 minutes in the freezer. Then I'll be pouring this on top. Then it'll go into the fridge for a couple of hours until this has set into a nice, thick, creamy chocolate ganache. Hope you enjoyed this. I'll be back later for part 2. Cheers.